Now, the whole Cake Aftermath actually continues with Chiffon wants to be reunited with Lola. So, we can actually see the Fire Tank Pirates, including Beggs, wants to wants to have a reunitement of Chiffon and Lola. So, we can actually see that actually happen. Now, let's get back to our regular story right now, which we've seen Kid actually talking with Luffy about defeating Kaido, which we see Kid actually using his magnetism to bring the all the metals and create his giant fist again, in which we actually knew that Hawkins and Scratchman is going to join Kaido, which he actually going to not wanting to join them, in which we actually seen the reveal of why Kaido have actually recruited Hawkins and Scratchman, which we seen Kid told Killer to let's go, so they actually going to walk their own path. However, they don't actually want to be allies with Luffy, in which back in the prison mines in Odon, we actually seen the prisoners been recruited by the others, which they actually going to say that the key is to defeating Kaido, in which they actually knew that they want to join them in their fight, in which we actually seen Chopper actually healing Luffy, which after touching these zombie prisoners, we actually can sure that he's actually all right. Which we can tell that Chopper is actually going to yell at him for actually touching these zombie prisoners. In which Momonosuke actually say that he might be an idiot, but he's a great fighter. Which, regardless, that he still actually have the resistance. Actually have a resistance of poison, and he actually insults Momonosuke for that. In which we can actually tell that the prisoners are actually looking at Momonosuke, and they actually are bowing down for him because they actually have have been reunited with him as they continue to say that they actually are happy to have him return safely. We actually seen Kimon with Sutemaru, in which we actually seen them in Kuri. We saw them in the graves, and we actually knew that 20 years ago that Sutemaru was actually part of a group of samurai who actually fight to actually protect the lands, in which they actually had to fight Kaido's forces in order to stop them. So Sutemaru actually decided to have his men fight with him, in which they actually have given up. But then we saw Sutemaru actually was abandoned, and they actually hoping they would actually come back. But he actually say, why did it actually take 20 years for them to return? In which he actually say that he cannot doubt Lord Odin, but he actually say that they were actually will take their revenge and make sure that they will actually have the head of Kaido and Lord Orochi, which we actually seen his men actually agree with him. And then we actually knew that he actually is returning to them, and they actually became 20 years stronger. So we can actually tell that on the outside of the flower capital, we saw a fight in the forest between Zoro and the samurai, in which we actually seen them actually battling, which in the forest actually called the Ima Shrine, where we actually seen Hayari actually was inside, which she actually said that which she actually wants to be reunited with her brother, but Zoro said she was actually he was actually ashamed to see him again, in which she's more worried about Otoko because she actually have lost her father. Now Zoro say that Yasu will be revenged, but now he needs to get his sword Shunsui back, in which he actually had to find the thief who took it, in which we actually seen the flower capital, of which we actually knew that Hawkins and Drake's actually have captured Law, in which he actually say that he was have connections with the Straw Hats, and hopefully we're gonna see what they're gonna do with him later on. Alright, now the prisoners are relieved to see Momonosuke again. Then the 20 years, and then we actually saw Sutemaru actually have his men gather and they join in the fight. Then Law was actually been captured by Hawkins and Drake. So hopefully now we're gonna see what's gonna happen to Law on the next chapter next weekend. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy John here saying signing out. Laters!